There was a girl on the trail, young girl, 13. She'd really made some bad choices and ended up down on Jefferson Avenue down in Phoenix, which is where the prostitutes are.
Yeah.
Ended up in a hotel with a couple of guys, and really rough life. And while she was on the trail, she just lied all the time about everything. I'm pretty sure someone's tracking me out here. And we're going, no, I don't think so. And she'd lie about this. No, they said it was okay if I go over to the boys' group. Just constant. And so I had gotten a little nickname for her, which was Two Tongues. And I remember coming into her camp like 3 weeks in, and she said, I can't. I said, well, you don't have a fire. Where's your fire? And I said, I can't make it. This equipment I have is bunk, and it's just a problem, and it doesn't work. And so I took her bow drill and stuff and made a coal.
Yeah.
Blew it into flame. And she started gathering wood, and I stomped it out because she should do it herself. It was really magnanimous in that moment. Well, at that point, I sort of realized she had to hate me. So in the fourth week, I go in, and all the trail walkers are telling me, yeah, she just lies and lies and lies. And never able to get a fire. And I had carved in some of that green Arizona marble, I'd carved a feather. And I took it to her and I said, I want to give you a gift, but I want to tell you what it's about. My heart has not been right towards you, and I've had a nickname for you that's really demeaning. And I just kind of unloaded what was going on. And I said, I'm sorry I've done that. I think it's been mean. I think you felt it. I'm pretty sure you felt it. I've been condescending, etc. And I apologize for that, but I wanted to give you this gift. And I gave her the gift of the feather, and she was pretty excited about that, tied it up. And she says, well, I'm curious. This was her 5th week. She said, I'm curious, am I going home next week? And I said, no. Well, how come? Well, your parents are concerned because you lie. And she said, okay, I'll stop. And I said, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I said, she says, what do you mean? I said, well, if I stole $100 from you 6 months ago, and I haven't given it back to you, I'm still stealing it from you. And if I lied to you a year ago, and I haven't corrected that and told you I lied and tell you what the real truth is, I'm still lying to you. I'm carrying that lie. And she just started to cry. And she said, I've told a lot of lies. A lot of lies. It's just what I do. I said, well, the nice part is you can tell the truth about them. And she said, but I've told a lot of lies. I said, well, just get to it. Your parents would like to hear what they were. That would really help in the healing. And she said, okay. She finished one of those steno pad notebooks. She filled that, and she had little tiny writing.
Oof.
Tiny writing.
A lot of lies.
2 on each line.
Yeah.
Would go across. And they were simple ones like, I ate food in my room when I wasn't supposed to. But then she got into the serious ones about heading down to Phoenix, running away and that stuff. And so for 3 days, she wrote. From morning to night, morning to night, morning to night. Would think of, get up, go over and start writing. Get 4 or 5 down, come back, sit down and do stuff. And finally she says, I can't remember them all, but I think this is a fair representation. She filled a steno book and a half a steno book.
Yeah.
Filled front and back, every page.
Yeah.
Except for the other half.
What a sincere effort.
So, trail walker calls me on the satellite phone. I said, I have to tell you something. This little girl's never been able to make a fire. She wrote all those lies out. I called her parents and I read them to her. After 45 minutes, they said, it is enough. We're coming next week. She said, But that little girl went over and picked up her fire set, made a coal, blew it into flames, stomped it out, did it again, did it again, did it again, did it again. And I said, in my personal experience, whenever I've tried to prove something to people by how good I was at making fire, nature resisted me. But when my heart was right, nature helped me. She said, I'm going to go tell her that. So her parents came on the lone walking, and first she had 2 sets. They were divorced and remarried. So a day and a half with one set, day and a half with the second. I went to each. And each time I came in, she says, I can make fire. I'll show you. She knew that had become the symbol of there's a real change. There's a fire lit inside me. And I don't ever not want to be able to do this.
Well, it tells me the lies. The thought I have is that the lies that she told all sparked from a deeper lie that she wasn't good enough.
Or was unacceptable, or people weren't accepting her.
Can't do things. I can't make a fire.
I can't keep my parents together.
And when she stopped, she didn't stop lying. She didn't just stop lying outwardly. She stopped lying inwardly. And she said, I'm capable of something. I can do things. In fact, I can do them well. I can start that fire, and it can be such a small thing that I can put it out and do it again. Which, for people that don't know, starting a fire with friction is not an easy task, especially if you haven't practiced it a lot.